guys, Teenage Marvel fan, back with another video, and I just posted a video a couple days ago, explaining and, announcing and also revealing, that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. will end with its 7th season, but I'm still gonna keep watching it this season, and I'm still gonna keep watching it for the next season, and I haven't done a review on this lately, because I haven't really had the time, but I really need to get back into it, and this episode was on, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago, so you can really tell that I'm getting going here. But yeah, so this is my review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and the episode is titled Collision Course Part 1. I'm actually doing Part 1 and Part 2 in this video, just so I don't have to upload so many videos and I can just get it all in one video. But without further ado, I'm going to get into Part 1 of Collision Course. Okay, so this episode actually really felt like the first half of the season finale. Like, especially the second part. Like, it really felt like it was the end of the season. Although, it's not. Like, there's still a few more episodes after this. Because there's 13 episodes in a season. And, in this episode, Sarge's motivations still remain a bit of a mystery, but the Shrike threat is bringing his quest to kill their creator to a head. And it turns out we've already met the dangerous beast that he's been talking about, and it's Izel, which is the lady with the pink hair that's with Fitz and Simmons. So they don't know that she's evil, though. Yeah. And then we also learn that the artifacts she's trying to find are actually the mysterious monoliths that have been a thorn in S.H.I.E.L.D.'s side for years. Like, they've been throughout all the other seasons. And, basically the Shrike on Earth have all come together to form a giant black tower of dead hosts. Like, all these people just gathered together. And then it was like, oh, hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Then spikes just shot out of their chest, and they just, like, connected. Like, oh, talk about getting close to each other. Just stick some spikes out of your chest and touch each other. Yeah. So, but Sarge claims that this will spread across the globe and destroy the planet if it reaches full strength. But then back in space, Fitzsimmons successfully bring Izel back to Earth, so of course they're excited to be back to Earth, but they're not, like, on Earth yet, they're just, like, on their way, and they're, like, right at Earth's atmosphere. And they still don't realize that she's the one that's, trying to doom the Earth, but whatever. And then, to add in a bit more drama, Sarge's giant truck is actually the delivery system for an extremely powerful bomb, and is designed to level Izel and her town, along with any nearby cities in the process. So he's doing this to blow up her tower, but it's going to wipe out nearby cities anyway, but he doesn't care, because he just wants to kill her. Or at least he thinks he does. And I'll get into that on my next episode review, because, ooh, things start getting good. But I'm kind of going through this quickly because I don't want to spend too much time on this, because, like I said, I'm reviewing 2 episodes in one video. But by the end of the episode, we end with a very large cliffhanger, and, basically half the team is on the truck, and the bomb is headed towards the tower, and, so Sarge, like, he bailed out of the truck, and before he bailed, he said that it's going to blow up upon impact. So then basically they have to find the bomb and disarm it before they all blow up, along with all the nearby cities. And then also Fitzsimmons' ship prepares to land, and Mac is watching nearby trying to decide how on earth to deal with it all, because this has got to be crazy. This is like an Avengers level threat, and this takes place in the MCU, so I don't know what the Avengers are doing, because this takes place before Infinity War, so, I mean, like, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, all those people, they're still all alive, they're still all on Earth, so, yeah. And, although in between those high stakes, we also get a bit of quiet time between Daisy and Sarge. She doesn't get much intel from him because, he's, very stern and, doesn't like her at all. But we do learn that that Sarge is keeping plenty of secrets, and it's all surrounding his relationship with Izel. He claims that she killed his family, while Izel tells Fitzsimmons that Sarge is a monster tracking her across the cosmos trying to kill her. And the truth probably falls somewhere in the middle, though planet Earth could be the cost of figuring it all out. So, yeah. And then, Deke, of course, he's still crushing hard on Daisy. Although, honestly, I would too, because she's hot. Plus, I mean, she's super powerful. She's literally a superhero. But he doesn't pass up on a chance to hook up with Snowflake, one of Sarge's team members. She's like, "Oh, you have a beautiful soul. You would be a beautiful butterfly." And then he takes that as a hint that she's into him. So then they just start having sex right there. Just start hooking up right there. Right in front of everybody. In front of May, Daisy, Sarge. They don't care. But we did get an update on Mac keeping the secret of Deke's VR version of Daisy, which would be awesome to have. Like, I would love that. And turns out Mac now owns a slice of Deke's company because they made a deal. If Mac gets 10% of the company, then he won't tell anybody about the Daisy thing. And we also find out where the monoliths came from, as they're from Izel's planet, which has seemingly been destroyed. But they were the creators of those odd devices, and she said they were designed to bring life together on her world, but apparently that didn't turn out too well. And no intel on exactly how they ended up on Earth, though. But was Sarge serious about the magic sword to kill Izel? Like, he literally had a sword, and he was like, "This is a magic sword, I'm gonna stab it into her and kill her." I'm not sure if he was actually serious about that. But then, of course, there is the kind of post-credit scene that's, like, at the end of the episode, like, pretty much the episode ends, and then there's a commercial break, then there's one scene, and then that's the episode, and it's ended. But it showed Enoch, and he's reaching out to the other Chronocoms, and it seems that there could be a full-on Chronocom civil war brewing among the survivors. Some are looking to stop Enoch, while some apparently plan to keep exploring Fitz and Simmons' brains to try and solve time travel. Because apparently they have copies of their minds. Or maybe they're just connected to the machine still. I don't know. There's so many questions when it comes to that. But that is pretty much how I can sum up the first episode. But now on to the second episode, titled Collision Course, Part 2, which I think was kind of obvious because the first episode was Collision Course Part 1. But let's get into this episode. So, it's not much of a surprise, but the bomb doesn't go off and kill most of the team that was in the truck. But instead of Deke saving the day and figuring out a way to disarm the bomb, he gives up and the truck careens through Izel's tower of Shrike shards. So basically, they didn't defuse the bomb, they just went right through the tower. But then Daisy steps in the final moment to balance it in a quake bubble so that it's not set off by the truck crash. And it manages to avert Izel's landing, but leaves the team stranded with a flock of Shrike fighting to get inside. And then Daisy vaporizes a good bit of the Shrike with her quake powers, though there are presumably still some out there flying around, but that's never fully explained. As for Sarge's mutiny, it works for a bit, though Yo-Yo manages to flip Jaco to S.H.I.E.L.D's side to retake the ship and put Sarge back in custody. Jaco even accompanies the team on the mission to Izel's ship, though they presumably fail to capture her after she vanishes off-screen. Or does she? I'm just giving all these subtle hints towards the next episode, because at the time of recording this, I've already seen the next episode, and it's a fantastic episode. But before Jaco takes the bomb to the ship himself and blows it to Kingdom Come, yeah, so that's what happens. And then, thankfully, Fitz and Simmons make it off beforehand. So now the entire S.H.I.E.L.D. team is back together, and it just took most of the season to get there. I mean, that's not that long. And we end with the crew celebrating a mostly successful mission, though it stands to reason there's still plenty of a threat left for the final run of the episodes. Then the post-credit stinger saves the biggest shock for last. May storms into Sarge's cell and unloads a clip of bullets into him. Is he dead? Why'd she do it? Did Izel somehow take her over? Lots of questions, but there's very few answers until we get into the next episode. But here's a little bit more that actually has to do with that. So something is definitely going on with Agent Davis. He's off-screen a bit when Izel vanishes, because when that happens, he and Jaco decide to go after Izel, and they're like she's up on a platform, and then there's two sides of stairs. They each go up one side, and then once they get up there, Izel's just gone. And then they think it's that she's just missing, or she vanished or something. But then later on, we see that, during the party and when they get back to the base, he seems off and falls asleep during the party. Did Izel infect him off-screen? Something else? Is he dead? Not yet. Or will he be? Maybe not. Maybe yes. But I do know, but you don't. Unless, of course, you've already watched the show. But, yeah. So, something is definitely up with him. But if this is the beginning of the end of Davis, it'd be a shame, because he's made for a great addition these past couple seasons. And it's been great to see him get some extra screen time this year. And he's not really a major character. He's not really on the show that much, but he's a cool character. And then, also about the Sarge thing, unraveling the mystery about him, Izel drops a hint or two about why Sarge might be wearing Coulson's face, making an aside about him wearing skin. And when I first heard her say that, I was like, oh my god, is he a Skrull? But no, he's not, because Jeff Loeb and Kevin Feige don't work well together. Of course, Jeff Loeb is the one in control of Marvel TV, so of course this show and Cloak and Dagger and all that stuff. So I don't think there's a crossover happening anytime soon. Of course, this and the Avengers movies do take place in the same universe, but they're never gonna intertwine. One of the Avengers is not going to show up on here. Although Maria Hill showed up on here once in the earlier seasons, as well as Lady Sif. But so that would have been awesome if Sarge was maybe a Skrull this whole time, or maybe he's able to jump into different bodies, or is he a shapeshifter? And then there was the thing with Mac and Yo-Yo. They're finally back together. Well, at least in their own way. Mac finally admits he screwed up by pushing Yo-Yo away, and the episode ends with them closing the door and sharing a kiss. Their relationship has been a high point of this series run, and it's great to see them at least get a bit of a happy ending there. And like I said, they were starting to make out, but then of course they had to close the door because I assumed that they were about to have sex. And that sounds fun. So that is pretty much what happened in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Collision Course Parts 1 and 2. Let me know down in the comments below, what did you think of these episodes? Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video, so I can bestow all my Marvel knowledge upon you.